The concept of communication avoidance fascinated me and made me think about how much less social interactivity our society has come to in the past couple of years. It made me reflect on myself and how I truly do prefer to text rather than call often, especially if the conversation is confrontational. Around 3 billion people use social media today, which means that 40% of the world uses social media for communication. It's no surprise that this widespread use of social media affects our communication. 36% of teens reported preferring staying at home on Instagram than going out on the weekend. Communication is affected in ways such as personal expression, our expectations of others, and the way communities communicate with customers. I believe this topic is significant to this generation, as communication avoidance comes with a cost to today's society, as it slowly erodes away our human nature of empathy, meaning that we are slowly being unable to understand and relate to each other's feelings. I feel that the significance of this topic is very relevant, and I wanted to find out more about it. There has been an obvious increase in internet and social media utilization over the last few years. Social media is a progressive development. Designers are creating better apps, new updates, and keeping up with trends. Therefore, the selection of social media apps is developing. This quick appropriation has been proven by the large and continuously growing number of consumers on different platforms, for example, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. This DA will focus on if a university-aged young Australian's ability to communicate with each other is being affected by the social media platform Instagram. Created by Kevin Systrom in 2010, Instagram can be defined as a social app where people post photos, captions, ranging from various different categories that will be stored in one place. While other online platforms, for example Facebook and Snapchat, are additionally intended to complete such tasks. Instagram is for the most part viewed as one of the main apps of its sort, consisting of over 1.074 billion users around the world. Instagram has become part of a user's daily routine, especially with people now having 24 access on their mobile phone, laptop, iPad, and watches. People can jump online at any time, anywhere without a problem. Because of how effortless it is nowadays to access social media, it's very intriguing to think about platforms, for instance Instagram, as equipped for uncovering significant information about how young Australians communicate with each other. Some of the functions that apps can do, such as commenting, likes, feed post stories, direct messages, allow for a huge platform for various text-based communications to occur. Because of the time individuals commit to social media apps, it is becoming their second nature and is some people's preferred way to communicate, as some of us hadn't had much experience in communicating. Due to this, Instagram may be perceived as a favourable platform to communicate with friends and family. Through primary research, I found that 54.5% of respondents spend 2 to 3 hours on their phone each day. And according to Forbes, 16 to 24-year-olds spend a median of 3 hours a day on social media. Consequently, it is vital to ensure that research is conducted on social media and its effects on young Australians' ability to communicate due to the amount of time spent on their phones. In a world where we are completely technology reliant, we often forget to realise how often we are on our phones. Statistics show the number of texts that have been sent have increased by more than 7,700 over the past decade. And through primary research, I found that 86% of respondents said they prefer to text than talk on the phone. The main reasons as to why people prefer to text is categorized into 3 justifications: ease of use, easy to remember, and less stressful. Although texting has benefited the world to become more mobile and convenient, it comes with a cost. As more and more people prefer to text over talk, people are slowly losing the ability to empathize. 80% of my primary respondents said that they feel like constantly texting over talking on the phone has had an impact on their friendships. Texting has overtaken the intimacy of meaningful messages as it lacks facial emotions, body proximity, and endless array of other non-verbals during in-person discussions, which easily allows miscommunications often. 75% of my primary respondents believe that texting over talking has had a psychological impact on their well-being and their way of communicating. The main reason why texting has taken over our empathy is due to the fact that it detaches emotions when reading out a text, when empathy is sharing the same emotion as a person in feeling. Through this study, I found that Instagram has negatively changed the way young Australians communicate, as they now prefer to text over talk on the phone which is causing them to lose their empathy for other people. Future research should continue the investigation of underlying the impacts that social media has on communication and help health educators to design better programs to support for better communication, as it's only going to get worse.